defendant Blake Lively has unequivocally left them with no choice, not only to set the record straight in response to Lively's accusations, but also to put the spotlight.
Lively's complaint accuses Baldoni, who is also the film's director, of creating a hostile work environment and trying to ruin her reputation.
Justin says that Blake was determined to make him the real-life villain in her story.
Finally, we can now see that Ryan was panicked in general about him being apart from Blake Lively, so much so that when they first communicated with one another, I can also tell you personally, back when I was an intern at Glamour magazine, working under an editor, she said the most difficult person that she has ever worked with and the rudest person that she had ever worked with was Blake Lively.
In the dynamic, ever-evolving, and often unpredictable world of Hollywood, where fame is a commodity, public image is carefully constructed, and a single misstep can have devastating consequences. The legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively has rapidly transformed into a major spectacle. The unfolding legal proceedings, marked by a series of intense accusations, counterclaims, strategic courtroom maneuvers, and a constant release of information to the media, have captivated industry insiders, dedicated fans, and the general public alike. The case, at its heart, involves not only allegations of on-set misconduct and contractual disagreements, but also serves as a fascinating lens through which the complexities of celebrity culture, the power dynamics within the entertainment industry, and the potentially career-altering impact of legal disputes fought in the full glare of the public eye are being examined and debated. The future of the careers and reputations of both Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, along with the potential for broader ripple effects throughout Hollywood, hang precariously in the balance, creating an environment of intense scrutiny and speculation. Before we delve into the intricacies of this unfolding legal drama, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your thoughts and opinions, so please feel free to share them in the comments section below. Your support helps us to continue creating content that explores the entertainment world and the compelling stories that shape it.
Were you reading romance novels?
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much. My wife was in bed next to me, and she's, I got snot coming out of my nose.
The legal conflict, which has dominated headlines and social media for weeks, was initiated by Blake Lively, a celebrated actress known for her talent and charisma, who filed a lawsuit against Justin Baldoni and others. The lawsuit alleged that Baldoni had engaged in actions on set that created a hostile work environment, causing Lively significant emotional distress and damage to her professional reputation. The lawsuit further claimed that these actions had resulted in financial losses, stemming from the alleged negative impact on her career and professional opportunities. Seeking to hold Baldoni accountable for these alleged transgressions and to secure compensation for the harm she claimed to have suffered, Lively sought substantial financial compensation, with the total amount of damages sought, according to various reports, reaching a staggering $250 million. This legal action, the filing of the lawsuit itself, set the stage for a high-profile and potentially career-altering confrontation between two individuals who, prior to this point, had been working in the same industry and, as best as the public could tell, had crossed paths in a professional setting without issue. The initial filings, which are a matter of public record, laid the groundwork for a complex and potentially lengthy legal battle.
It's believing that people and humanity are inherently good, and they crave nutritious food in their soul, just as they do.
The legal proceedings took a dramatic turn when Baldoni responded to Lively's accusations by filing a counterclaim. The counterclaim, a move that sought to reverse the roles and to put Lively on the defensive, alleged that he had been the victim of extortion and defamation. In seeking to protect his own reputation and to fight back against Lively's claims, Baldoni sought damages of $400 million. The counterclaim, filed in response to Lively's allegations, significantly raised the stakes and transformed the nature of the dispute. The combined sums involved, a staggering $650 million, created a picture of immense financial risk. The numbers were, for many, hard to fully comprehend. The immense size of the financial claims generated widespread discussion, fueled speculation, and a sense of heightened drama. The financial issues are very serious, and the numbers alone created a dramatic narrative.
I'm honored, and I'm also more honored that because, what we're talking about is so important and so meaningful, that we're able to have this much anticipation, and so many people want to go see it and are talking about it. That's what I'm grateful for.
And you had a key part in bringing it to the big screen. How did this all come to be?
Well, in 2019, I read the book. I was sent the book by my book agent and friend at the time, and I was looking for films that could inspire, that were commercially viable, but also could really reach in and touch somebody's heart.
From the outset of the case, the video emphasizes that neither side appeared willing to concede any ground, any advantage. Both parties, it is clear, were determined to defend their reputations, to protect their livelihoods, and to present their versions of the truth. This determination, combined with the high stakes, created a tense and high-pressure environment. The initial court hearing, a session that, according to reports, lasted for approximately 90 minutes, proved to be a critical juncture. The judge, who was presiding over the case, was required to make a series of key decisions. The decisions that the judge made would shape the trajectory of the legal proceedings.
And being frank, if it were not for women giving me direct feedback in my own personal life, and being a man who was willing to at least listen to them, there's no chance that I would be having this conversation. So the message, to answer your question, the message is very simple. As men, we need to embrace all of the parts of us that make us human. That's it. It's very simple.
One of the most significant issues addressed during the hearing, and one that has generated a great deal of media coverage, was the question of how the attorneys for both sides would be permitted to engage with the media and to present their respective arguments to the public. Public opinion, as ever, was going to be very important. Lively's legal team made a request to the judge. The request was to impose a gag order. The gag order, if granted, would have restricted Brian Friedman, Baldoni's attorney, from communicating publicly about the case. The purpose of the gag order from Lively's side was to prevent Friedman from giving interviews and to keep him from releasing any further information.
I was testing for a show that ended up actually getting picked up and doing very well, and I was one of 2 people maybe, and then I get a call from my managers and my agent. They were both on the line, which means it's something serious. Either you got the job or there's something wrong. And they said, so you were the choice, but the network said that your eyebrows would be too distracting.
Oh,
What? Oh no.
And then they went
The judge declined to grant the gag order. This decision was a setback for Lively's legal team. The judge believed that all parties should be able to express themselves freely. In addition to the denial of the gag order, another pivotal moment occurred when Lively's attorneys requested that Friedman be excluded from the process of deposing her. The deposition process is, of course, a key element of any legal case. In a deposition, a witness is required to answer questions under oath. A deposition can be a very difficult and grueling experience, and the video explains that it can have a significant impact on the outcome of the case. The judge ruled that Friedman would be permitted to question Lively. This ruling sent a message. This decision allowed Friedman to move forward and to have the opportunity to get his questions answered.
It's based on a beautiful, really important book, and it's about a young woman named Lily who confronts the generational cycles in her life and breaks them and ends the circle. And I hope people find it inspiring, and yet also, it's a film about a heavy topic. It's about domestic violence.
The question, as the legal drama continues, is, what will the impact of this legal battle be on both Baldoni's and Lively's careers? Please subscribe and hit that like button. We always appreciate your feedback. Share your thoughts in the comments.